stage fright. And Jennifer Hudson joins us in the Times Square studio to discuss season 2 of her Emmy-nominated talk show, The Jennifer Hudson Show. That's the CBS Morning News for this Monday. Thanks for watching. I'm Anne-Marie Green. Have a great day.
A new Amazing Race, Wednesday, 9:30, 8:30 Central on CBS. This week, the one, the only Barbara Streisand, singer and TV host Jennifer Hudson, actor and author Hilary Duff, and entertainment mogul Tyler Perry. CBS Mornings this week.
Your morning routine just got better.
I wake up every morning asking what's happening in the world, why is this happening, and how do we answer that question?
Bowling Green, thank you for watching WNKY CBS 40.
Bed sores, broken bones, malnutrition, and dehydration are just some of the warning signs of a nursing home that's not doing what they're supposed to do. If you suspect your loved one is the victim of nursing home neglect, call 800-800-4600.
Summer skies, they warm up everything. Then fall comes around, and you know it's getting near. Christmas is my favorite time.
Experience so much Christmas the way Santa does.
The nursing home made you an important promise. They promised to be a good home for your loved one and to provide professional care in a safe environment. Now the nursing home has broken that promise and you're left searching for answers. Get Hughes and Coleman and get it done.
Good Monday morning and welcome to Standard Time. I'm News 40 meteorologist Darius Mack. We're starting off on the cool side with temperatures into the 40s and 30s out there. You may need that jacket, but I am tracking unseasonal warmth this week. I'm going to run the numbers with your 7-day forecast and my full forecast. News 40 Sunrise starts right now.
Coming up on News 40 Sunrise, daylight saving time officially ended on Sunday at 2 a.m. And though the time change can be challenging for some, we'll hear what doctors say you can do to avoid any negative effects. Then the U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken is still overseas. We'll see where conversations on the Hamas and Israel war stand on Capitol Hill. Plus, as inflation rates seem to cool, so do job hiring rates across the country. We'll see what this means for consumers. News 40 Sunrise starts right now. Good morning and thank you for joining us here on News 40 Sunrise. I'm Tommy Modesto. Let's start off with our top story. A committee in the community is celebrating the excellence of many individuals that make great impacts across Warren County. Martin Luther King Jr. Planning Committee hosted the 2023 Black Achievers Banquet, honoring 4 outstanding individuals who excel in business, education, community service, and so much more. The committee also took this time to establish unity among leaders in the community.
It feels wonderful for the community just to come together, not only just this one night to honor the 4 individuals that we have, but to just to be able to celebrate the fact that Bowling Green is a place that we can all live together, play together, work together, and just be able to live out the dream of Dr. King.
This event was not just a celebration, it is also a preparation. The committee will begin on Thursday, and there will be events leading all the way to the MLK holiday. For more details, visit WNKY.com. And this past Sunday, the BG 262 shut down the streets of Bowling Green to create a space for runners to support a great cause. This year marks the 12th year that hundreds of people from all over the United States gathered to run the race to beat MS for many groups. Like Achilles International, this was more than just a marathon. This race gave people with disabilities the chance to compete athletically and inspire so many people.
There's a lot of people that are on the other side that see it and they say, you know, I think I want to do this. People can say, hey, you know, it's something I can do. That's what brings them to Bowling Green, is because the cause, and we are the only marathon, the only half marathon that genuinely raises money for MS.
If you missed out on this race, do not worry. The BG 262 will have another marathon, and they offer an 18-week training created by runners for runners. For information on who won and how you can train for your next marathon, visit WNKY.com. And Christmas is getting closer and closer by the day, and the reindeer season has officially begun in Bowling Green. This year, things are a little different, though, because of a few new additions to the reindeer farm, along with a baby reindeer named Anderson that was born in this summertime. There's also a new alpaca viewing area, 7 new pigs, and more educational opportunities for children. The grand opening for the reindeer farm is November 17th. To find out more details on the reindeer farm and its new additions, you can visit our website. That's WNKY.com. And now's a look at your top stories. I'm now going to send it over to meteorologist Darius Mack for a check of your forecast. Darius?
Thanks, Tommy. Yeah, temperatures are running on the cool side this morning to start off into the 30s and 40s. We need that jacket or the long sleeves, but I'll tell you this afternoon, things are going to be looking pretty nice for us. We had pleasant weather over the weekend, and that will continue as we work our way into the brand new work week under standard time. We track those winds that are flowing in from the south and southeast, generally light and calm winds across the area. 5-mile-an-hour breeze there in Simpson County. Radar is pretty dry and quiet as we start off the day, and it's pretty dry and quiet across the region. Got a wave of low pressure there just north of Wisconsin that's bringing some showers and even some snow there into southern Canada. Meanwhile, for us today, we are going to be getting in on the nice side of the weather in our weather world. Temperatures are into the 70s for the lunch run. We're going to stay in the 70s for the PM drive with a mix of a few clouds in our skies. Weather on the 4s is brought to you by Deborah Bros, attorneys at law. News 40 Sunrise continues after this commercial break.
WNKY News 40, broadcasting live from the German American Bank studio in downtown Bowling Green. Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
Hey y'all, it's Bree with the Pie Queen's Pantry. Don't forget to tune in this week. We're gonna start talking about Thanksgiving side dishes and desserts, and this week we're gonna do a savory sweet potato. See you this week on the Pie Queen's Pantry.
At Abound Credit Union, we're for your peace of mind and solutions that are a piece of cake. We're for bills getting smaller and cash flow getting larger. We're for consolidating debt and saving you money, because Abound is for personal loans that bring value for living.
Welcome to the Bowling Green Rock Band Academy. We offer private lessons, rock band programs, and summer camps for all ages. With a staff of highly qualified teachers, our #1 goal is to give you the best experience in learning so you can reach your full potential. Whether it's you taking the stage to perform, playing for friends and family, or learning for your own personal enjoyment, we are happy to be there every step of the way. Sign up today for private lessons or one of our group programs, and we'll get you rocking and rolling.
I had just gotten off work. All of a sudden, I was hit from behind. I immediately thought of Morgan & Morgan. All of the correspondence was done pretty much by email and text. I barely had to lift a finger. It's easier than you think.
You're watching WNKY CBS 40, home of Super Bowl 58.
Former President Donald Trump is endorsing Attorney General Daniel Cameron in his run for governor of Kentucky.
Mr. President, I hope you can tell that Kentucky is Trump country.
I'm the only candidate endorsed by President Trump and the only candidate who stood up to Joe Biden. I fought the Biden agenda in court to defend Kentucky. Andy Beshear, he never will. As governor, I'll put Kentucky first, even when it's hard.
We hope you didn't forget to fall back this weekend. Daylight saving time officially ended on Sunday at 2 a.m. And the time, though, change can be challenging for some, especially those who have Alzheimer's disease or dementia. In today's Health Minute, News 40's Morgan Hoover has more on how to help the symptoms of sundowning as the time changes.
It's time to fall back, but the changing time can create confusion, called sundowning, among those who have dementia or Alzheimer's disease.
They have a lot of damage to their brain, so their brain is not working as well as it used to.
Sundowning symptoms can include difficulty sleeping, anxiety, agitation, hallucinations, pacing, and disorientation, says Dr. Douglas Shar with Ohio State's Wexner Medical Center.
You have less sensory input when the sun goes down. This is what the sundowning term refers to. When the sun goes down, things get darker, there are more shadows. You can't interpret or process as well as you used to.
There are ways caregivers can help, Shar says, to keep a predictable routine. Go to bed, get up, and eat at the same times each day. Next, plan activities during the morning and early afternoon, so they'll be sleepy at night. Limit daytime napping, caffeine, and sugar. Turn on a nightlight to help reduce agitation that may happen when it's dark. And make sure hearing aids and glasses are close by to avoid additional sensory deprivation. If sleep isn't coming easy, talk to a doctor about ways to help get those Z's, like the use of melatonin.
If the caregiver is not getting good rest because the patient's up all night, then subsequently the patient may not be getting the best care, from a sleep-deprived caregiver.
For WNKY News 40, I'm Morgan Hoover.
The Food and Drug Administration is proposing to ban the use of brominated vegetable oil, an additive found in some sodas. The FDA says it has concluded that brominated vegetable oil, or BVO, is no longer considered safe after animal studies showed that it was toxic to the thyroid gland. BVO is mostly used in citrus-flavored beverages. California banned BVO last month, becoming the first state in the United States to do so. The ingredient is already banned in Europe and Japan, and the FDA will be taking public comments on the proposed ban through January 17th. And coming up next on News 40 Sunrise, the Hamas-Israel conflict continues as many are trying to help relief the humanitarian crisis in Gaza. We'll see what politicians are saying comes next.
Plus, unseasonal warmth kicks off the new work week. I'll show you how long we can expect the warmth in your News 40 Weather Authority full forecast.
Bed sores, broken bones, malnutrition, and dehydration are just some of the warning signs of a nursing home that's not doing what they're supposed to do. If you suspect your loved one is the victim of nursing home neglect, call 800-800-4600.
I'm Nate Burleson. Coming up on CBS Mornings, we have plenty of star power. Gail sits down with the legendary Barbra Streisand to talk about her new memoir. And we are joined by Oscar and Grammy winner Jennifer Hudson to discuss season 2 of her talk show. That's coming up on CBS Mornings. When you wake up in the morning, we want to be your go-to team.
Nate has one of the quickest minds I've ever seen.
Tony has a way of making people feel comfortable.
Gail has this unbelievable knack to ask the question that you're asking at home.
I've been told I could talk to a tree, and that's pretty much true.
I don't go to work in the morning. I go for coffee with my 2 good friends, and we talk about the world.
Your morning routine just got better. CBS Mornings, weekdays at 7.
Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
At WNKY News 40, we're always on. WNKY.com has the latest in breaking news, local headlines, weather forecasts, and sports highlights. WNKY News 40, because local matters.
Summer skies, they warm up everything. Then fall comes around, and you know it's getting near. Christmas, my favorite time.
Experience so much Christmas the way Santa does.
The nursing home made you an important promise. They promised to be a good home for your loved one and to provide professional care in a safe environment. Now the nursing home has broken that promise and you're left searching for answers. Get Hughes and Coleman and get it done.
United States Secretary of State Anthony Blinken continues his tour of the Middle East this morning in Turkey, but making surprise stops in Iraq and the West Bank to meet with Palestinian leaders. Chris Pallone has the details from Capitol Hill.
As Israel conducted what it called a significant operation in Gaza, 2 Biden administration officials crisscrossed the region, trying to prevent the war from spilling over.
It was very important to send a very clear message to anyone who might seek to take advantage of the conflict in Gaza to threaten our personnel here or anywhere else in the region. Don't do it.
Secretary of State Anthony Blinken arrived in Turkey earlier today after a clandestine visit to Iraq and a meeting with the leader of the Palestinian Authority in the occupied West Bank. This as CIA Director William Burns is also in Israel. The U.S. continues to push Israel for pauses in the fighting as outrage grows among some U.S. allies over the unfolding humanitarian catastrophe in Gaza.
Israel's raised important questions about how humanitarian pauses would work. We've got to answer those questions. We're working on exactly that.
The White House also hoping a pause will aid negotiations to free more than 200 Hamas-held hostages.
It is a huge priority for the president and for all of us to get as many of those hostages home, including, obviously, the American citizens who are held there as soon as possible. And we believe that is still possible.
Back in Washington, the Republican House Speaker continues to make the case for tying any additional U.S.-provided foreign aid for Ukraine to increase funding to secure the U.S.'s southern border.
We don't want Vladimir Putin to prevail. We can't afford that. The free world can't afford that. But we have to take care of our own border first.
Despite the Israel-only House bill passed last week, the Senate is expected to take up a much broader foreign aid bill soon.
The time is about 6:14. Weather on the force gets you out the door. Brought to you by Deborah Bros, attorneys at law. First, we'll look at your forecast. Welcome to Standard Time. Hope you guys are well rested for those who are early risers like I am. As we take a look at radar, it is a clean sweep across the area, not tracking any rain out there. We have some clouds that are drifting through, especially places further north. That's all associated with this system that is on top of Wisconsin. That's actually bringing some rain across the Great Lakes and even some snow across southern Canada. Meanwhile, for us, we're going to be getting in on the good side of the weather world today. Temperatures starting off into the 40s out there, even some 50s that are showing up. Hardinsburg at 50 degrees. You can see areas where they're under the influence of more of that cloud cover. They're running just a tad warmer out there. Numbers into the 30s, and Glasgow, Munfordville at 38 degrees. Dew points into the 30s and 40s. Can't rule out some areas of some mist out there and some fog in some of those locations with those light and calm winds to start off this morning. We've got those winds that are flowing in from the south and east. It's going to be ushering in more of that warm feel for us. That's also associated with this upper level ridge pattern that is going to pretty much serve up some unseasonal warmth our way. We are expecting numbers to run at least 10 to 15 degrees above our normal high temperature, which is right around 65 degrees or so. So we're also taking a roller coaster ride in those temperatures. Check this out. We're going to be in the 70s, approaching near 80 on Wednesday. And then we're going to be watching a dramatic dive in those temperatures as we go later into the week and into the weekend. We're going to see more of a seasonal feel, though, as we go later into the weekend and into early next week. Futurecast help you plan out your day with your communities in view. Notice we have those clouds that will mainly stay towards north. I think we got more in the way of sunshine today. Temperatures will approach the 70s by this afternoon. So it's going to be another pleasant day as we work our way into the first day of the new work week. Futurecast by 10 o'clock showing those clouds, just band of clouds towards the north. Maybe a few of those clouds will drop towards the south. That will keep temperatures mild for us, though. Will act as a blanket, so it'll insulate, keep those temperatures mild for overnight lows into the middle and upper 50s out there. And then by your Tuesday, we're still going to be tracking a warm feel out there. We'll have more clouds in the mix, but temperatures will still be somewhere around the middle 70s for your election day. And the good news about election day is that now we are trending drier. I think last week I was forecasting some shower chances. It looks like those chances have dropped. But those chances will still be around this week. We're going to be watching a frontal boundary that will usher in scattered rain and storms on Thursday. And we'll keep those shower chances around on Friday. From 78 Wednesday, 67 Thursday. So that's the day we are tracking that frontal boundary. And temperatures will trend cooler. We're going to be somewhere near average for those daily highs into the upper 50s and lower 60s. It's going to be drier, though, as we work our way into the weekend. A few more clouds, though, in the mix on your Sunday, and overnight lows in the 50s tonight, dipping down into the 30s. So we could be expecting some frosty mornings as we work our way into the weekend as well. Be sure to follow News 40 weather online and on the air, even when the skies are fair. News 40 Sunrise continues after this commercial break.
Morgan & Morgan is not only America's largest injury law firm, we're also the only injury law firm in the world with lawyers licensed in all 50 states. With dedicated attorneys focused on personal injury, medical malpractice, insurance disputes, and many others, we have a 30-year track record of getting results for clients just like you. So wherever you are, whatever you need, our firm is ready to take your call. There's only one Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
My opponent's campaign is built on attacks and lies. But you know me, and you know it isn't true. We've been through a lot together, and now we're building the Commonwealth we've always dreamed of. We're a leader in economic growth, tens of thousands of new jobs, our lowest unemployment rate ever, delivering on major infrastructure projects and bringing high-speed internet everywhere. We're building a bright future here for all of our families.
If you've been hurt in a wreck, we want to help.
By getting you as much money as we can, as quickly as we can.
By getting to know you and keeping you informed every step of the way.
And by dealing with the insurance companies and the paperwork and all of the other hassles that just add to your worries.
Call Crocker Law Firm.
It doesn't cost anything to see if we can help.
If you've been injured in a wreck, before you talk to an insurance company, call Crocker Law Firm.
We know you're going through a lot. Reaching out for help should be painless.
Name an animal the wife doesn't mind her husband calling her. Piggy. Don't do that.
Family Feud. Weeknights at 5 and 6:30.
Home is more than a house. Wherever you are in your journey of homeownership, German American Bank is here to support you. Our team of dedicated mortgage loan professionals can help you with lending solutions featuring low or no down payment, assistance for closing costs and improvement projects, or even loans specifically for first-time home buyers. We're here to tell you, homeownership is achievable. German American Bank, member FDIC.
Tyson Foods is recalling 30,000 pounds of frozen dinosaur-shaped chicken nuggets. The Department of Agriculture says they may be contaminated with metal pieces. The recalled items have a best buy date of September 4th, 2024. The USDA says people who have the nuggets should immediately throw them out or return them to the place where they were purchased. The Food and Drug Administration is proposing a ban on an ingredient found in some citrus-flavored sodas and sports drinks. Studies on animals have shown that brominated vegetable oil, or BVO, may have adverse health effects in humans. BVO is used in small amounts to keep citrus flavoring from separating and floating to the top of beverages. And starting today, AMC Theaters is offering the chance for movie lovers to see a film for just $5 plus tax. But there's a catch. The title of the movie won't be released to viewers until showtime. AMC's Screen Unseen deal is only available in select locations. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Matt Piper.
A new jobs report shows U.S. companies are scaling back hiring efforts, but Naomi Ruckham tells us that some actually see the slowdown as good news.
Stores are ramping up hiring for the busy holiday season. Jonathan Merchant came to this job fair at a New York mall. The college student is looking for extra work to help with tuition.
And I'm really struggling with paying it. That's why I'm here finding a second job.
While retailers are stepping up hiring, other industries are slowing down. The Labor Department says overall, the economy added 150,000 jobs in October, and the previous 2 months were revised down significantly. The unemployment rate ticked up from 3.8 to 3.9%. The auto workers' strike created part of the drag.
The impact of the auto strikes is that there were 33,000 fewer jobs in October in the manufacturing sector.
But those jobs will be factored back in next month, with employees returning to work after tentative agreements were recently reached with the 3 major U.S. automakers. The overall softening of the job market is actually being viewed as a positive sign. Efforts to lower inflation are working. The Federal Reserve has been boosting interest rates in an attempt to slowly weaken the economy. The Fed believes less hiring will reduce American spending power and ease higher prices.
This report really does show that Federal Reserve policy has not cratered the job market, has not cratered the economy, and inflation is coming down.
Earlier this week, the Fed decided to leave interest rates unchanged. Many analysts believe the latest jobs report could help influence the board to do the same at next month's meeting.
It's time now for a quick check of your forecast. Brought to you by Deborah Rose Attorneys at Law. Today's forecast features spooky, and Spooky says the weather isn't spooky out there. It's a nice feel out there. If you have any photos to send in, be sure to send those in at weather@WNKY.com. I would love to show your furry friend on our forecast on the show. Temperature starting off right around 49 degrees this morning, and then we are going to be warming things up as we go throughout the day. Check out the temperatures right now into the 40s and 30s. Some areas right around 50 degrees, 48 there into Franklin, 48 in Russellville. We have those winds that are flowing in from the south and east this hour, and generally it's a light and calm wind. Radar dry and quiet, and that is going to be pretty much the case as we go over the next few days. Really not tracking much in the way of rain chances until about later this week. To the north there into southern Canada and right around the Great Lakes, they're seeing some rain, some ice, some snow there. As we plan things out over the next 12 hours for our area, though, temperatures are going to stay pretty warm, and we're going to see those numbers approach the middle 70s by this afternoon with lots of sunshine in store. Now, you don't want to go anywhere because we got more of News 40 Sunrise that continues after the break.
Showing how you feel, it's been a while. Go ahead and smile. Go ahead and smile.
Kroger gives you so many ways to save. On top of our lower than low prices, enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. Earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon. And with a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Plus, our weekly sales will keep your budget merry and bright. So get rewarded and save. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Football Frenzy is back in South Central Kentucky. WNKY News 40 is your home for high school football. The most schools, the most highlights, the most coverage. Catch Football Frenzy Friday nights at 10 on WNKY News 40.
When you wake up in the morning, we want to be your go-to team.
On our places, bright shiny faces.
I don't go to work in the morning. I go for coffee with my two good friends, and we talk about the world.
Your morning routine just got better. CBS Mornings.
Former President Donald Trump is endorsing Attorney General Daniel Cameron in his run for governor of Kentucky.
Mr. President, I hope you can tell that Kentucky is Trump country.
I'm the only candidate endorsed by President Trump and the only candidate who stood up to Joe Biden. I fought the Biden agenda in court to defend Kentucky. Andy Beshear, he never will. As governor, I'll put Kentucky first, even when it's hard.
At Affordable Dentures and Implants, we make new smiles affordable for everyone, so you don't need to wait another day to get your smile back. Click or call to schedule your new smile consultation today.
Go ahead and smile.
Welcome back. You're watching News 40 Sunrise. We're starting off the day with mostly clear skies out there. It's a little cool, but I'm tracking unseasonal warmth as we go throughout the week. I'll run the numbers with your 7-day forecast. The time is about 6:26. It's now time to take another look at top stories.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us here on News 40 Sunrise. I'm Tommy Modesto. Let's continue with your top stories. A committee in the community is celebrating the excellence of many individuals that make great impacts across Warren County. Martin Luther King Jr. Planning Committee hosted the 2023 Black Achievers Banquet, honoring 4 outstanding individuals who excel in business, education, community service, and so much more. The committee also took this time to establish unity among leaders in the community.
It feels wonderful for the community just to come together, not only just this one night to honor the 4 individuals that we have, but to just to be able to celebrate the fact that Bowling Green is a place that we can all live together, play together, work together, and just be able to live out the dream of Dr. King.
This event was not just a celebration, but also a preparation. The committee will begin on Thursday, and there will be events leading all the way up to the MLK holiday. For more details, visit our website. That's WNKY.com. And this past Sunday, the BG 262 shut down the streets of Bowling Green to create a space for runners to support a great cause. This year marks the 12th year that hundreds of people from all over the United States gathered to race to beat MS. For many groups like Achilles International, this was more than just a marathon. This race gave people with disabilities a chance to compete athletically and inspire so many people.
There's a lot of people that are on the other side
that see it and they say, you know, I think I want to do this. People can say, hey, you know, it's something I can do. That's what brings them to Bowling Green, is because of the cause, and we are the only marathon, the only half marathon that genuinely raises money for MS.
If you missed out on this race, do not worry. The BG 262 will have another marathon, and they offer an 18-week training course created by runners for runners. For information on who won and how you can train for your next marathon, you can visit WNKY.com. And Christmas is getting closer and closer by the day, and the reindeer season has officially begun in Bowling Green. This year, things are a little different because of a few new additions to the reindeer farm, along with a new baby reindeer named Anderson that was born in the summertime. There's also a new alpaca viewing area, 7 new pigs, and more education opportunities for children. The grand opening for the reindeer farm is November 17th. To find out more details on the reindeer farm and its new additions, visit WNKY.com. And that was another look at your top stories. It's now time to see who needs a forever home in today's Pet of the Day.
It's time now for your Pet of the Day, brought to you by Morgantown Bank and Trust. I'm here with Mr. Zeppelin. Zeppelin is about 6 years old. He was surrendered due to his owners moving, and they just couldn't take him with them. But he is such a sweet boy. He really is full of energy as well. And he would love a new forever home to go to. So be sure to stop by and help Zeppelin find a new forever home right here at the Bowling Green Warren County Humane Society. Oh, look at Zeppelin, and I can tell you he is so sweet. Just a gentle giant. Just
you can
incredible.
tell. Maybe not as big as a Zeppelin, but definitely a big boy. Absolutely adorable there.
So adorable, and full of energy as well. Loves those belly scratches, or belly rubs, I should say.
You can tell.
So be sure to stop by and help Zeppelin find a new forever home to go to. Well, coming up after the break, I'm going to help you plan out your day the News 40 way. Don't go anywhere.
You never know who you're helping by sharing your story. And Blake people think y'all look alike. You can be our son.
I love Jennifer. Weekdays at 2 on NBC 40. Grab some lunch and make an impact. Join WNKY News 40 for Food Truck Fridays every week at Tidball's parking lot. This week features Rap and Roll. To benefit Kiwanis' Sensory Music Garden, see the full lineup at WNKY.com.
When you come in and open an account with us, you can choose to have a shelter pet card. Whenever you use that card and swipe it as a credit transaction, it triggers a donation back to the animal shelters.
They're able to help the shelter in such an easy way.
It's a way to help remotely, and you know that your money is going to be used well. It really means a lot to be a local bank now. We just try to give back in any way we can.
My opponent's campaign is built on attacks and lies. But you know me, and you know it isn't true. We've been through a lot together, and now we're building the Commonwealth we've always dreamed of. We're a leader in economic growth, tens of thousands of new jobs, our lowest unemployment rate ever, delivering on major infrastructure projects and bringing high-speed internet everywhere. We're building a bright future here for all of our families.
You're watching WNKY CBS 40, home of Super Bowl 58.
Summer skies, they warm up everything. Then fall comes around, and you know it's getting near. Christmas, my favorite time.
Experience so much Christmas the way Santa does.
Welcome back. We're starting off the day with mostly clear skies out there. That's going to be the case. We're going to get lots of sunshine in store for us today, and temperatures unseasonably warm by this afternoon. It was a pretty nice, fantastic weekend weather-wise, and we're going to continue with the nice, pleasant weather as we go through your Monday as well. Here's a view from the WKU farm, courtesy of the Kentucky Mesonet site there. Temperatures right now running into the 40s in most locations, some locations right at 50 degrees or at 51 degrees there into Scottsville. We have those winds that are flowing in from the south and southeast, and radar pretty dry and quiet. And that is going to be the story for today. It's going to be a pretty dry and quiet pattern that I'm tracking as we go over the next few days. Of course, it's going to be unseasonably warm. Normally, we should be right around 64 degrees for our daytime high this time of year. So we're going to be running at least 10 degrees above that by this afternoon, with numbers approaching the middle 70s with lots of sunshine. Now I'll send it over to Mr. Tommy Modesto.
Thank you, Darius. It's now time for your Monday edition of Sunrise Spotlight. And with me in studio today is Jessica Heffinger from Glory Baby Ministry, here to talk all about the upcoming Heavenly Birthday Bash. Good morning, Jessica. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing great. Thankful to be here.
Yes, thank you so much for coming in. Very important event. It sounds like a very fun event, too. They got a whole lot going on. So tell me a little bit what you guys got going on.
Yeah, so the Heavenly Birthday Bash, it's called Celebrate Anyways, is the birthday you never got to plan. And so we want everybody in the community to come together, whether you've lost a loved one or if you just want to come to a free event. And Tommy, we have tethered hot air balloon rides.
Oh, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. I know a lot of people find that fun. I'm horribly afraid of heights. I can't do it, but it sounds like a lot of fun.
But maybe just walk in and get a picture and then walk back
Yeah,
out.
maybe that might be it. That might be it. But that's not all you guys have.
No.
You guys have so much more,
We
though.
have over 50 free activities, games. The businesses in our community are absolutely amazing. Free coffee and hot or cold cider and Princess Belle and the Ghostbusters and free chair massages. You name it, everything is going to be at this event, and everything is completely free.
I might not be a part of those hot air balloon massages, but I definitely might have to check out those chair massages.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I could probably use one. But you know, this is for everybody. It's not for a specific group. You can come out there for support, or if you just want to have a fun time, or really any reason.
It's fun, free fun for all ages. So if you want to gather up your friends, or if you want to come by yourself and enjoy a free event, come on out. Buchanan Gymnasium this Saturday, November 11th, from 1:30 to 4:30. Over 50 free activities. I mean, who wouldn't want to be a part of that?
I know, seriously. You'd be missing out on a ton of fun if you don't go. But you know, you guys do so much work over at Glory Baby Ministry. For those who may not know what you guys do, what do you guys do over there?
So we specialize in making burial gowns or memorial packages for parents grieving a miscarriage, stillbirth, or early infant loss. And we try to respect that the grieving process is different for every family. So just because you have a loss today, maybe you're not ready for a package today, and that's okay. You can reach out to us when you are ready, or if you had a loss 50 years ago, you can request a package from us. And our services, including shipping, are completely free, and we now have an international reach.
That is absolutely fantastic. You guys do so much great work. But before we head out of here, tell me when, where, and how much fun it's going to be.
Yeah, November 11th, this Saturday, 1:30 to 4:30. Buchanan Gymnasium across from Cheney's Dairy Barn out Nashville Road. We would love to see everybody there.
Oh, it's going to be so much fun. I can't wait. Jessica, thank you so much for joining me this morning.
Thank you all.
Absolutely. That was a look at this morning's Sunrise Spotlight. When we return, Darius Mack will have another check of your forecast. Don't go anywhere.
WNKY News 40 is always on at WNKY.com.
Do you have settled or uneven concrete? USS is here to help. Changing weather conditions and poor drainage causes the soil under your concrete to shift and erode, and your concrete to settle. USS uses Polylift to raise sunken concrete in sidewalks, pool decks, porches, and more. Polylift is less expensive than full replacement, and you can walk on your concrete within minutes of repair. Visit USS-KY.com for a free estimate.
We'll guarantee our best. Call USS.
My name's Al Fazalahi. Had a terrible T-bone accident. Gentleman blew a stop sign and broadsided me. Airbags went off. I got knocked around really badly. The first lawyer I called didn't return my call. And then I just said, well, you know what? I called Morgan & Morgan. They were in touch with me every step of the way, whether it was by phone call or by text message or Zoom meetings or emails. It made things extremely simple for me. That was a seamless process. It's so easy.
WNKY News 40 loves celebrating our viewers. That's why we bring you Soki's Birthday Club. Joining the club is free and simple. Visit WNKY.com/birthday, fill out the form, and click submit. That's it. Your name will appear on News 40 Sunrise and News 40 at noon on your birthday, and you'll be entered to win a special birthday surprise. WNKY News 40 loves celebrating you because local matters. Soki's Birthday Club is brought to you by these great sponsors. Grab some lunch and make an impact. Join WNKY News 40 for Food Truck Fridays every week at Tidball's parking lot. This week features Rap and Roll. To benefit Kiwanis' Sensory Music Garden, see the full lineup at WNKY.com. Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher. SCK Launch gave students a glimpse into the future. News 40 had the details. A local artist takes her talent to the Grand Ole Opry. News 40 carried the tune.
I was excited because I got to go up on the stage and I got to be in the circle for the Grand Ole Opry.
A Lady Raiders soccer player set a record. News 40 showed the victory. A TikTok review of India Oven goes viral. News 40 had the story.
WNKY News 40, because local matters.
Welcome back to News 40 Sunrise. It's a pretty nice start to the day. We had pretty spectacular weather over the weekend with temperatures making a run into the 70s by the afternoon, and lots of sunshine. Will continue with that into this week as I'm tracking unseasonal warmth. I'm News 40 meteorologist Darius Mack. Here's a view of radar. It's a clean sweep out there. Clouds and radar. We're showing clouds mainly towards the north, but you're noticing some of those clouds will continue to stream through our skies this morning. Otherwise, I think we'll get more in the way of some sunshine. Towards the north, they're dealing with rain, ice, and snow, especially there into southern Canada. Temperatures right now into the 40s and even some 50s out there. Madisonville at 54 degrees, Scottsville at 51. Some locations into the 30s. We got those dew points into the 30s and 40s. Some areas of mist and fog in those valley areas this morning with those light and calm winds that are flowing in from the south and east. I did mention unseasonal warmth today, and that will continue as we go over the next few days. That's all associated with this upper level ridge pattern that's going to continue to serve up some warm air our way, and temperatures will be running into the 70s. There could be one day this week where we could see numbers approach near 80 degrees. Check out your roller coaster ride and temperatures tracking ups and downs this week. So we're going to go up and we're going to go down. We're going to notice a sharp drop in temperatures between Wednesday and Thursday. That's when I am expecting a cold front to move through. And that is going to bring us rain chances and really cool numbers down to near average as we go through the end of the week and into the weekend. Here's Futurecast to help you plan out your day with your communities in view. I did mention we have a few streaming clouds out there. Temperatures today will be into the 70s once again. We're going to be approaching the middle 70s this afternoon with those clouds that will drop in, that will insulate and keep us warmer. So overnight lows will be pretty mild. We're going to be somewhere into the upper 50s and low 60s to start the day on your Tuesday, your election day. And by the way, on your election day, it looks like we are going to be trending drier. We'll have more clouds in the mix for election day, but I think we'll be drier, and temperatures will still be pretty nice and warm as well as you head out to the polls. As far as things go for late Tuesday, early Wednesday, dropping down into the upper 50s, right around 60 again. And as we go throughout the day, things should be nice and quiet for us for your Wednesday. It will be a bit breezy, though, as you're going to notice those winds picking up ahead of that frontal boundary. Here's PestCast, brought to you by Guarantee Pest Control. This week, we're looking at high levels, so just keep that in mind. With the nice weather that we have, of course, those pests are going to be out and about, so just keep that in mind. Here's that 7-day forecast with your weekend always in view. Speaking of the weekend, it is going to be cooler. On Saturday, a high of 63 degrees and a high of 59 degrees on Sunday. So we are expecting the cool down to drop in later this week. That's going to be after the scattered rain and storms Thursday and into Friday with more clouds around, and temperatures for overnight lows pretty mild into the 50s the next few nights. And then we could be talking about the potential for some frosty mornings returning as we go into the weekend. By Friday night, low of 38 and a low of 37 by Saturday night and early into Sunday morning. Hey, you can scan to plan your day by scanning that QR code at the top right-hand corner of your screen. Follow News 40 weather online and on the air, even when the skies are fair. Now it's time to wish our friends happy birthday in today's Soki's Birthday Club.
No dairy, no problem. Rooster's got you. Our delicious oat milk ice cream is a vegan treat you don't want to miss. It's a dreamy delight that'll please the whole gang. Try it in a cone or a shake and treat yourself at Rooster's today.
I'm Simon Modesto. Join me for Emerging Leaders on News 40 at noon. Every Monday, we'll feature up-and-coming community leaders that are making a big impact on the future of South Central Kentucky.
Emerging Leaders, brought to you by Elpo Law. Now with Spectrum, you can get your favorite shows, sports, and streaming content in one place. Introducing Xumo Streambox. Now it's easier than ever to search across live TV, on demand, and the most popular streaming apps to find exactly what you want to watch. It's streaming simplified. Get a free Xumo Streambox when you add Spectrum TV today.
My opponent's campaign is built on attacks and lies. But you know me, and you know it isn't true. We've been through a lot together, and now we're building the Commonwealth we've always dreamed of. We're a leader in economic growth, tens of thousands of new jobs, our lowest unemployment rate ever, delivering on major infrastructure projects and bringing high-speed internet everywhere. We're building a bright future here for all of our families.
At this point in the game, all bets are off, tension is high. One of the toughest challenges we do on Survivor.
Absolutely brutal.
There is a twist tonight.
Oh, what?
2 people will be safe. 2 people will be going home.
Oh my God.
What? It hurts the minute you start.
This is a real do or die moment.
A new Survivor followed by a new amazing race. Wednesday on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
I'm a very curious person. I wake up every morning asking, what's happening in the world? Why is this happening? And how do we answer that question?
News 40 reporter Michael Ridgway sat down with the family of Bristow Elementary School student Baylor Dial to hear his empowering story. Baylor was born with a brain malformation where his brain did not divide into a left and right hemisphere. Doctors said he'd never eat, walk, or talk and wasn't expected to live more than just a few days. Now he's hitting the road to California to see where dreams come true. Check it out.
Oh, wow. Today was probably one of the best days we've had at Bristow Elementary in a very long time. We were able to be a part of the send-off for one of our students who was the recipient of a Make-A-Wish. And our beloved Baylor is going to Disney.
Baylor Dial, along with his family, are about to take the trip of a lifetime. With a little help from Make-A-Wish Foundation, as well as his school, who did a few fundraisers to make a dream come true.
We did Penny Wars, where all of the primary homerooms competed against each other. And let me just tell you that no change has been safe in our community.
Of course, it wasn't expected.
No, not at all. I thought kids were going to be sitting crisscross applesauce and just waiting for Baylor, and instead it was like a party.
But this means everything to the family of 6 who might not have been able to take a step away from reality for some time.
I mean, it truly is, it's a blessing, and it's something that I feel selfish or feel guilty for taking it because I feel like somebody else deserves it more than us, but at the end of the day, Baylor really does deserve it.
And the place the foundation will hold in the family's heart is definitely solidified.
I'll be a forever supporter. I can say that. I hope every kid in the world like Baylor gets all of their dreams. It truly is a outstanding foundation. I thought, oh, we're just getting a trip, you know, we get to go on vacation, but it's so much more than just a vacation. I mean, they cover every single thing you can think of, all the way down to delivering medical equipment at our room, so we don't have to travel with it. And a lot of the stuff they do is just mind-blowing. It really does kind of restore your faith in humanity, that people out there have big hearts, and they care about people like Baylor and people with disabilities and special needs, and they see our struggle. Yeah.
And one local author is now launching a book to tell the story of her beloved dog, Bandit, while also encouraging others to support the Humane Society. In her new children's book, Bandit the Pound Hound, Nadine Cerner writes the true story of Bandit's life. Cerner says when she adopted Bandit, he was the saddest looking dog at the Humane Society, but he is now thriving. 50% of all the book sales will be given back to the Humane Society, not just on the launch date, but also ongoing as the book continues to be printed and sold.
I'm just grateful to them for all that they do to help animals that really don't have much hope. And I just wanted to, find a different way to give back. They have an abundance of animals and they're grateful for anything.
A book launch with Cerner and the main character Bandit will be at the Bowling Green Warren County Humane Society on November 11th from 11 to 1. The book is available on Amazon, and you can keep up with Bandit on Facebook and TikTok at Bandit the Pound Hound. And there's been a smashing good time at Broadbent Animal Sanctuary, and News 40 Carlisle Coppins tells us that the Wildlife Rescue would love to help keep the party going. Take a look.
The staff at Broadbent Wildlife Sanctuary helps sick, injured, and orphaned animals throughout the entire state of Kentucky by providing food, shelter, and so much more year-round.
We care for the animals, whether it's raining, snowing, 100 degrees outside. They depend on us. What we do here every day is we look over them, we make sure they're okay, and so that way they can be released back out into the wild.
This year, one way they are helping their wildlife is by feeding the animals pumpkins and many other vegetables. But these cute critters can also use these vegetables for more than just eating.
Some small animals, when you put the pumpkins out in the wild, they actually use them for resting spots when they're foraging at night to stay away from predators. They might hide in them.
Once the animals have been nursed back to health, the rehabilitators train the wildlife to hunt for their own food.
They can forage for these vegetables. And anything that we can provide for them to eat is greatly appreciated.
Feeding them vegetables like pumpkins provides nutrients that can even serve as a natural dewormer for some animals.
You get these animals in and they're very sick or they're very injured, and then to watch the process of healing them and getting the life back into their eyes, it's so rewarding. It's therapeutic to come here every day.
Coming up next on News 40 Sunrise, discover how you can get prepared for Election Day before it heads our way tomorrow in this week's edition of Tommy on the Town. Plus, Darius Mack is back with a quick check of your forecast. Don't go anywhere.
I'm Nate Burleson. Coming up on CBS Mornings, we have plenty of star power. Gail sits down with the legendary Barbra Streisand to talk about her new memoir. And we are joined by Oscar and Grammy winner Jennifer Hudson to discuss season 2 of her talk show. That's coming up on CBS Mornings.
When you wake up in the morning, we want to be your go-to team.
Nate has one of the quickest minds I've ever seen.
Tony has a way of making people feel comfortable.
Gail has this unbelievable knack to ask the question that you're asking at home.
I've been told I could talk to a tree, and that's pretty much true.
I don't go to work in the morning. I go for coffee with my 2 good friends, and we talk about the world.
Your morning routine just got better. CBS Mornings, weekdays at 7.
I had just gotten off work. All of a sudden, I was hit from behind. I had blood all over my face, and it was on my shirt. I immediately thought of Morgan & Morgan, that initial first phone call and conversation. It felt like reaching out to a friend. All of the correspondence was done pretty much by email and text. I barely had to lift a finger. I would absolutely recommend Morgan & Morgan to family and friends, and even strangers, because that's how much it helped me. It's easier than you think.
We keep this love in a photograph. We make these memories for ourselves, where our eyes are never closing, our hearts are never broken, and time's forever frozen still. So you can keep me inside the pocket of your ripped.
It's time to tighten up, South Central Kentucky.
WNKY is your official home for the Tennessee Titans.
Watch our games plus the Coach Mike Vrabel Show and Titans All Access.
Only on WNKY News 40, because local matters.
It's time, y'all. It's a new season from my new home in NYC.
Weekdays at 3 on NBC 40.
Time is about 6:52. Here's a quick check of your forecast. We take a look at the WKU farm this morning, courtesy of the Kentucky Mesonet site that is there. We've got a mix of sun and clouds. We've got lots of sunshine in store today. And good news is that the weather is trending even drier for us as we go over the next few days. Temperatures also going to be trending warmer. We're starting off cool with numbers into the 40s and 50s out there, 39 there to Woodbury. We have those winds that are flowing in from the south and east, generally a light and calm wind across most locations this morning. And radar is dry and quiet, and that is going to be the case. We got a calm and dry pattern that we're locked under over the next few days, so it's going to keep things pretty nice and warm for us. Here's your commuter forecast. The AM drive, we're right around 50 degrees. We're already approaching the middle 70s for the lunch run. The PM drive, temperatures still into the 70s. It's going to be a pretty nice day. And now it's time to take a look at Tommy on the Town.
It's now time for Tommy on the Town, and this week I am at Glasgow Middle School where we are talking all about Election Day. Coming up tomorrow, I'll be joined when we go inside by a special guest who will have all of the inside information on how you can have a successful Election Day. So let's head on in there and find out who it is and all the information you need to know. We are now inside the Glasgow Middle School, which is very exciting because it's a brand new voting space for Barron County residents. But I am joined now by the Barron County Clerk, Helena Chase Birdwell. How you doing today?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Not too bad. I'm excited. Voting day is tomorrow.
Yes.
You got to get to the polls. And I know you've been doing a lot of work here in Barron County. So tell me, we're at Glasgow Middle School.
Yes.
You're excited to open this up?
We're excited. Yeah, we added Glasgow Middle School in May, and I think that, we're still trying to let our voters know about this location. It's a great location. It's right here within the city limits, but it also covers maybe the northern end of the city limits and maybe the eastern part of the county here. So it's just exciting to add another voting center to the city limits.
And it's exciting because we are actually in the space
Yes.
where it's going to take place. This
Right
is
here in the cafeteria.
This is going to be transformed into a voting center. There's going to be thousands of people coming in and out of here to cast their ballots tomorrow. So I got to ask you, what have you guys been doing to kind of make sure that the turnout has been going up and get as many people out to vote?
Well, we try to share a lot of information through our website, first of all, but just sharing as much as we can through social media, doing interviews with the news media. We're so grateful. We do have, we've had several opportunities with television news and with radio, so that was exciting. And then the local media, whether it be through paper or through their websites, have shared a lot of information for us. So just reaching out and doing the best you can. I don't feel like you ever do enough, though.
I mean, when it comes to voting, you can only do so much, but you have to do as much as possible to make sure everyone's going out there and making sure their voice is being heard.
Right.
But with that said, there's going to be a lot of new voters
Yes.
this election cycle, and voting can be a little intimidating the first time.
Yes.
So can you take me through the process of what coming into Glasgow Middle School and voting is going to look like?
So I just think it's important for our new voters to know, don't be scared. Just go in. If you're like myself, you may have gone to Glasgow Middle School. And so you just, you come in. Our election workers are wonderful. They're going to greet you. They're going to ask you for your ID. So go ahead and have your IDs out when you go in to vote in the morning or the afternoon. It's from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. So, if you would rather a family member go with you or a friend, take somebody with you. I think that's always, fun and welcoming and makes you more comfortable to know if they've gone through this experience before, let them go with you to help you out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Helena, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank
I
you.
really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Absolutely. That was this week's Tommy on the Town. Please go out there and vote tomorrow. It is so important. Don't go anywhere. We'll have more News 40 right after this.
Home is more than a house. Wherever you are in your journey of homeownership, German American Bank is here to support you. Our team of dedicated mortgage loan professionals can help you with lending solutions featuring low or no down payment, assistance for closing costs and improvement projects, or even loans specifically for first-time home buyers. We're here to tell you, homeownership is achievable. German American Bank, member FDIC.
The nursing home made you an important promise. They promised to be a good home for your loved one and to provide professional care in a safe environment. Now the nursing home has broken that promise and you're left searching for answers. Call us at Hughes & Coleman for a free consultation. If your loved one suffered a serious injury or untimely death while in a nursing home, get Hughes and Coleman and get it done. Call 800-800-4600. Standing up for your loved ones is what matters now.
Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
Instantly? DraftKings, you spoiling me now. Getting paid in the blink of an eye. NBA legend Allen Iverson hit us with a sports metaphor.
This instant offer is kind of like my crossover. Just place your bet, and it's money.
Oh, he did.
Score 2 great NBA offers. Bet $5 to get $200 instantly in bonus bets. Plus, no sweat same game parlays every day. The crown is yours.
It's scary amounts of fun.
Is your favorite thing Pennywise the clown? That's my favorite person. It's not terrifying at all.
On the all-new game show.
Is this movie Psycho?
Person, place, or thing.
On WNKY, NBC 40. Glasgow, thank you for watching WNKY CBS 40.
All right, Darius, it is almost Election Day, literally less than
24 hours.
And the polls opening up this time tomorrow. The polls will be open, and I'm expecting everybody out there to get out there and vote. But I'll tell you what, they got a lot planned for our friends in Barron County, Glasgow Middle School being a brand new voting center that they're opening up. And when I was talking with her, you know, she was mentioning that the numbers have been kind of teetering over there in that county. Some years they have more, some years they have less.
Okay.
But they're using that as an opportunity to try and attract more voters for people who may live closer to that area to come out and vote. And you know, it's so important to come out and vote. And we were just talking. You're just like, oh no, you forgot to vote during this weekend.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to do early voting, but I figured why not save it for Election Day?
I suppose.
It just, you know.
Well, you know, there is something, you know, nice about voting on Election Day. And everyone, well, it seems like everybody now comes out to vote, but you know, early voting is such an important part of it now, too. And it's so nice now that it seems like we may not have rain on Election Day. If you're waiting out there in the lines, you may not have to bring that umbrella or jacket anymore.
I mean, it's just going to be great, and it's unseasonably warm, and just.
I know, I couldn't believe those temperatures I saw on screen.
Yeah, the way the week has been going, or is going to go, is it's going to be nice to start the week, but then as we go later through the week, that's when we are going to be expecting those changes dropping in, especially between Thursday and Wednesday. You can see that from 78 on a high on Wednesday, 67 on a high on Thursday, and we got scattered rain and showers and storms that are moving through the area. We got more rain chances on Friday, and then things will be clearing out, but notice temperatures into the upper 50s and low 60s, and morning lows by Saturday morning at 38 degrees. But this is the first week. Here we are into standard time, so hopefully you know, everyone got that extra hour of sleep.
Yeah, I know I did. All right, well, thank you, Darius. Thank you so much. And thank you all for joining us this morning. We'll see you right back here tomorrow at 6 a.m. But don't go anywhere, because your network news is coming up next.